and welcome to the first episode on the TryCraft server using the Feed the Beast Horizons 2 Daybreaker mod pack, or as I'm going to call it, TryHard Horizons season, whatever. I'll get there eventually with that intro. It's a little bit too long at the moment, but I'll sort something out. But this is, like I stated, Feed the Beast Horizons 2, but we've added some of our favourite mods in it. I think there's only about 4. We added Ender.io, Magical Crops, and Portagun, I believe. People like Ender.io. 1 or 2 people wanted to do Magical Crops, such as myself, if I can get into it. And TheWhiteTyger, he wanted the Portaguns, just to have a little bit of fun. And because he's worked so hard on the last server, I thought, what the heck, I might as well accommodate him. But before everyone gets onto the server as such, well, before people did get onto the server, Eddie Magpie's on at the moment, I decided to build this little building behind us in creative. Didn't want to mess around too much. I made sure everyone was safe who spawned in, because there's also a magnum torch and quite a few other torches around to make sure that mobs don't interfere with people. And just to spruce things up a bit, I did some DecoCraft stuff as well. Like I said, this is was all spawned in, and I made this. The music that you can hear is from the Portagun. Actually, it's from the radio that you can actually craft. Which is underneath this thing. Thought it'd be funny just to add a little bit of a tune, and a dead body as well. Why not? So dead there for anyone who wants to make it day, but before they go off exploring. And they also got given some basic supplies. Oh, Micklos never picked up his supplies. Okay. So I just gave them some stakes, some stone tools, and a bed for them to go off and get started. We do have a new member to the TryHards. Currently he's not actually on the server. I'm hoping he will join eventually, but that's as and when up to him. But that's 2 Shots Gaming. Check the description below for everyone's YouTube channels, and especially 2 Shots. He does a lot. Everyone does a lot, but yeah, that's one of our newest members. Yeah, so that's basically spawn. So yeah, now it's kind of my turn to go off and find somewhere to build and get some stuff sorted. So I'll see you once I've done some work. Alright, welcome back. It's been about a week since I recorded that intro. Purely so I wasn't just going around punching wood and getting all the basics up and running and everything like that. So a lot has been done. People have decided to work in teams. So far we have got Mntdewmania, Eddie Magpie, and Micklos. They've all joined up as a pirate group and set off in a base somewhere that direction, I think, behind me. Or is it that one? Let me just get back into that. Yep, there they are, the Goonies, as I call them. So they've set up like a pirate thing over there, pirate theme, which is kind of cool. Kind of like that. Over here, myself, TheWhiteTyger, and Darcy will be teaming up. But at the moment, TheWhiteTyger's a little bit committed, personal, so he hasn't really done a lot. And Darcy has gone away on a little bit of a vacation, so yeah, so I've basically done the majority of it, which I don't mind. Hopefully when them two get a bit more time, they'll join in a bit more, but Tiger's been helping out as and when he can, so there's no problems there. This area that we have could actually just end up being my base anyway. This wasn't a group area that we all chose together, it was just an area that I found. Whatnot. So we're about 4,000 blocks away from spawn, 4,500 blocks, and the Goonies are just over 2,000 blocks away that way. Not too far away, not as far away as I would normally go. But on my adventures here, I came across some saplings from ancient trees, and I found some dungeons and whatnot. This is kind of one of the cool trees. There's a creeper over there. A latter wood. Got a few more over this direction as well. Tuper, a couple of them. This one, which is an Asmus. If I'm mispronouncing these, please feel free to correct me. Or tell me off, whichever one you prefer. And then we've got a Porphyr wood, which is kind of cool. I like that one. Kind of scared to actually chop these things down because I don't know how well they actually produce saplings. So these yuzi fruits are something that Tiger was working on. They're a little bit scattered and all over the place for my liking, but nonetheless. Anyway, you're not here to actually see the trees. You're here to see what I've been doing in the last week. But we'll start up here and make our way down, basically, because the base is actually underground. Those two dogs are mine, and any suggestions for any names, if I find any name tags or anything, or if you can actually craft name tags, something I haven't actually looked at. Can we craft name tags? Nope, gotta find them. Okay, that's fine. Could do with a couple of names for these dogs, otherwise they're just known as Dog 1 and Dog 2. So yeah, power supply, let's start right at the top, is way up there in the sky. I've got some wind turbines. How many have I got? About 9 or 10 or so? Can't quite remember how many I've got at the moment. So they're powering down here. I've got 2 advanced energy cubes, one powering into the other, so that's kind of cool. But I've got better power downstairs as it is already. This is an Ender IO farm, which actually looks like it needs a new... Oh, get up, thank you. A new axe in it, because it's diamond axe. Is it even there? No, obviously it hasn't got enough durability to chop things down, so I need a new axe. But that's basically getting oak saplings, a load of wood, and a load of apples. Obviously the big thing here is the digital miner, which we've got quite a few resources. I have been dipping in and out of this. It really does need setting up somewhere else, but for the moment I think I'm good for resources, or we're good for resources, should I say, sorry. This machine here, again, this is something to do with TheWhiteTyger. I'm not too sure what it does. So, yeah. I don't know anything about this apple milk and tea mod. Apart from that, you can actually make teas with it or something, and they can give you certain types of buffs. Let's see if I can find something. Different sorts of food, roast clam plate. I don't know. Just basically a food mod from what I can see. Like I say, some of the teas. There we go. Hot lemonade. Immunization 2. So it gives you different sorts of buffs, like night vision from cocoa beans used in the tea maker. That's not actually that bad of a trade-off, actually. But yeah. Anyway, let's head into the base. So the first area that you'll see is what I've been working on. I still need to sort out like rules and whatnot, but like I said, this will be, I think this is going to be a temp base, to be quite honest, until we actually get together and find something. But through here, a bit of a storage area. Getting a little bit unorganised because I've got stone with the dirt and with the wood and whatnot, so I need to reorganise some things. But rolls, ingots, gems. I like the digital miner because it gives you a load of diamonds. Mob drops food, loot, spare weapons and tools, some nether stuff, mod books, what we can actually spawn in with. Tiger's junk chest, got a couple of them, so I'm gonna have to go through them and find out what he wants to keep and what he don't. Through here are a couple of farms. Tiger set this one up. I don't know what he wants to use it for, but he's used fertilized dirt. This one is endivium or berry bushes, kind of cool find. Another NIO farm here, which actually needs another hoe in it. But this is basically just producing basic food. Cocoa beans, which were donated by the Goonies, and they all get transmitted out into those storage drawers over there. So plenty of stuff. Through here, here's one of the machine rooms, or the main machine room. Mainly mechanism and NIO stuff here. So 3 times ore processing from here, water supply, got us beds in here, got some enchanting stuff here. This way we've got our first spawner, which is our Enderman spawner, using NIO spawners. We do have soul shards reborn in this, or the old ways should I say, not reborn, but I kind of want to go into that, but I don't want to like people out, especially Darcy and the TheWhiteTyger, because last time when I made one, it kind of lagged them out. So when they visited my base in Crackpack, I just went with the NIO spawner this time, but it's working. We've got 869 ender pearls, load of dimlets, which I want to get. That mod I want to get into. I don't really know anything about this mod, but I'll go to that in a minute. This one is a blaze farm, so again a load of blaze rods and things like that. These cogs are all part of clockwork mechanism mod that I am starting to get into. Alright, so the machine room here. Let me just grab a few things, because like I said about clockwork, I have been getting into it. Let me just grab these things as well. This is actually the armor, which is very cool. I love this armor. I think it's one of the best in default available. And then the sword, the pickaxe, shovel, and the axe itself, all looking rather spiffy to my mind. So yeah, very cool. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. I will try to explain clockwork a little bit more in depth, probably in another video. But through here is the latest thing that I've actually just created. This is our new power generator using advanced generators. So there's 2 different machines here, believe it or not. This machine back here, which you can see, it comes down here and goes across there. You can just about to see the separation. Is actually the steam generator, because I've gone for the steam turbines. There is a gas one as well, which can use things like hydrogen, fuel, rocket fuel, hooch, stuff like that, all from different mods. Actually rather impressive, but I decided to go with steam. So all you need is water and lava. The lava is being pumped from the nether. The water in this case, I think it's fairly obvious. I can't really get back there anymore, sorry. Let me just make my way to the background here. The internal works. 2, actually only 1, because I moved everything just to 1. But water is coming from the transfer node into there, and that turns it into steam. Let me just get out of here and I can show you a bit better. So the water gets pumped in alongside lava, and you get steam and a byproduct of obsidian, which I've got piped into there. So it's kind of cool getting that obsidian, because I might be able to build something out at a later date. In fact, I've got an idea of what I want to build out of, but that depends on what we decide to do. But that steam gets transferred, and if I just break that, gets transferred from this fluid output into fluid input into the actual turbine generator itself. So that's, like I said, that's the advanced steam generator part. This is the advanced generator itself. That produces steam. This produces the power. And as you can see, I can hold 15 million RF per in these, because the capacitors hold, what is it? I can't quite remember how much they hold. Does it tell me if I break one? No, it doesn't. Okay, well it's 5 million each then. I think that's easy enough to sort out then. So I've got 3 of them, and the controller itself holds 100,000. And then I've got them in a ultimate energy cube, which holds over 500,000. So yeah, quite a bit of power. And I'm using these variant turbines to produce power, and it's actually creating at the moment 1,220 RF per tick. I have seen this go up to 2,000 RF per tick. I'm not too sure why it's running low at the moment. It might be because everything's powered up as it is, because I've got that filled and the energy cube filled, and I'm not really using that much power as it is at the moment. So I've got to find something to use all this power on. So like I said, that's creating that. It's also creating the obsidian up there. This crafter actually is rather cool little mod from RF Tools. You can actually make it do all the recipes. You can have up to 8 recipes when you get to the tier 3, and it's very cheap to make, very cheap to make. So you can just get it all set up in one little crafting, and it can output directly into there, which is very cool. Let's just show you that. Which are these? This is the crafting mark 1 or tier 1, and you upgrade to tier 2, which is just a tier 1, same crafting recipe, and then the tier 3 exactly the same, just tier 2 in the middle. They're not hard to make at all. This basic smeltery is just making movestone. This, and like I said, that's part of clockwork. And then we've got room to expand. Unfortunately, we've dug directly into this back cave system, which is going to be an arse to sort out, but we'll sort it eventually. So that's basically what I've been working on. Then we can go downstairs one again, and this is TheWhiteTyger's area. I decorated it for him because it was just all stone and whatnot, so I decided to try and make a lab magic area, because he's working mainly with Equivalent Exchange 3, EE3 otherwise known. So I tried to make it look a little bit nicer for him, and he seems rather happy. So that's a little message from TryHard. Holy crap, this is awesome. I couldn't have done it better. I'm sure he could have done. A little bit of inspiration from Eddie with his past videos, I guess, and whatnot. But I thought it might suit him. We don't have AE2 in this pack, but these are just chiseled things to make it look like what that we have. Thought they kind of suited the magic lab feel. I don't know if it worked out quite right, but I'm happy enough with it, and so is Tiger from the sound, so we're cool there. Downstairs is just our mine with the end portal. So yeah, that's everything, I believe. Done the Ender IO, the basic factories. Now that I've got all that power, I might be able to get these filled up with speed upgrades and upgrade them to more elite factories and things like that. So, oh, my potatoes are done. Good. Get a stack of them. So, oh yes, the dimlets. That's a mod I do want to try and get into. I think the dimlets mod, or whatever it's part of, I think it's part of RF Tools. It's similar to Mistcraft, where you can actually create your own worlds. So that's something I won't mind trying to get into, but I don't know where to start, so I'm going to have to do some research on that sort of thing. So yeah, it should be fun. It's a new mod. That's one of the things I kind of like about this Horizons mod. It does force you outside of your normal comfort zones, because even without the added extras, you know, I would have been alright with Mechanism. I would have been fine with just that. But obviously with the added Ender IO, it's helped with lag on the server, because the spawners, because then I would have just gone straight into the soul spawners. Is there a sound muffler? May not be sound mufflers. Oh, there are. Good. I might add a couple of them in there. It gets a bit loud sometimes. So yeah, dimlets I won't mind trying to figure out. Magical crops I want to get into. I did try to make an automated magical crop farm, but it appears that the version that we've got, the magical crop seeds don't spawn very often, so it can't keep up with the automation there. So yeah, I'll have to come away and have a think about that. So yeah, that's everything that I've been doing in the last week. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. I know it's been mainly a catch-up video of what I have been doing, but hopefully we'll be able to get a few more videos out there. Maybe doing a couple of back to how I would normally do it. I don't know. Depends what time I've got. Because obviously if you keep up with me, I'm going into different sorts of training and all sorts of that, and losing my job and what things like that. So yeah, but I've been keeping myself busy, as you can see. So yes, thank you very much for joining me for this episode. I do hope that you've enjoyed it and had a interesting tour with me. Obviously I need some names for my dogs, so you know, feel free to put them in the comment section below. But otherwise, once again, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye.